Good Wednesday morning, guys. How are you this morning? I'm doing all right. My day. I don't know. I just got my coffee. I got a free coffee and donut today. And I just kind of sat in the parking lot for a little while, flipping through my social media. And I decided, well, it's almost 10 o'clock. I better get on the road. And again, I'm passing one of the most peaceful places on earth. Can't get no more peaceful than that. Yeah. One day I'm going to take the girls and we're just going to go walk through these places. I love cemeteries, especially old ones like this one that we're passing. I like reading headstones and stuff like that. I think it's just so interesting. Last time I was in Florida visiting my family, we went through we went to go visit my uncle's gravesite. Actually, my uncle and a couple other family members, they're all buried in the same area. So we went to go visit their gravesite, and just walking through and looking at other people's headstones and just thinking, wondering what happened to them, you know? And as we were walking through, there was a family. It was a whole family, like 3 children, 4 children, and the parents. And they were all buried there. And it was like a 14-year-old, like a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, and I think a younger one. And then it was the parents, and the whole family was there. So it must have been something like a car accident or a house fire or something. I don't know, but it was just so sad because the picture of the child was on each family member was on the gravestone, so you could see who the person was, and it was just so sad, you know. Life can just be snatched away from you, and at any point, it's just so sad, you know. But it fascinates me, you know. Life is fascinating, and death is also fascinating. You know, I've always been fascinated with death ever since I was a kid. I remember when I was a teenager, like a young teenager, like a preteen maybe, when I first got to Georgia, and we had rat traps in our apartment. Yeah, we did have a couple of rats here and there, and this was late 80s, you know. Apartment complexes just weren't that sophisticated back then, and there was, you know, they weren't built that well, and there was, you know, you might wake up one morning and see a hole in your bread bag, and, you know, a rat might have taken a little nibble out of your bread. That was just a normal and common thing when I was growing up. It wasn't a big deal as long as we didn't see the rat, but we knew when the rat was there because our bread bag had a little bite in it, and a piece of the bread would be missing. So we would just, I don't know if we threw out the whole loaf or if we just took out the pieces of bread that had the bites in it and threw those out and kept the rest of the bread. I don't even remember what we used to do, but I remember us having a rat trap. And when I caught the rats, I would take them out on the porch. We had a little back patio, and it was like a little table out there. And I would go out there and put my gloves on and stuff, like latex gloves, and I would get nail clippers and different little things. I don't know where I hope I didn't use the kitchen knife, Mom. I'm sorry if I used the kitchen knife to dissect a rat. I don't remember. I know I wasn't that stupid as a kid. I don't think I ever used a kitchen knife to dissect a rat. I know I wasn't that dumb as a kid. I would have never done that, I don't think. But I do think I used a nail clipper. I don't know if I did that or not. I'm pretty sure I found, I know I probably used scissors. I hope I didn't use a kitchen knife. And I probably did use some nail clips for something. I don't remember, but I remember cutting the rat open and looking at the insides and cutting the hands off and the feet off and all that stuff. I was always into stuff like that. And when I got into middle school and we had to dissect a frog, and I was just fascinated. Like, that was the best day of my life. Like, I would have never missed that day of school ever, ever, ever. That was like, oh my gosh. I was so excited to do something like that. It was amazing. So, yeah, how did I even get onto this? Oh, I was talking about we were talking about rat traps and fascinated with death and yeah, all that. Yeah, so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, life is fascinating, and so is death for me. I mean, and my dream job is to be a mortician, and I should have gone for it when I first started college. I wanted to be a medical examiner, forensic pathologist. That's what I went for initially, and then I changed my major to nursing, and I didn't finish school. And I sort of regret not following that dream, but then again, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I could do anything in that sort of field. Like, I could do anything like mortician. I could do crime scene investigation. I could work in a funeral home. Anything where I'm close to death. I'm just very fascinated with it. And no, I'm not crazy. No, I don't want to kill anybody or anything like that. It's just, death is fascinating to me. Investigation and, causes and stuff like that. Just the human body itself, how it works, and, stuff like that. Just everything that has to do with the process of dying. That's, and then just the finality of it is just, it's just amazing to me. It's just really amazing to me, and it makes me appreciate life so much more. I'm looking at these clouds and they're so beautiful. The wind is blowing and the clouds are just like blowing in the wind, and they're so beautiful. It's such a beautiful morning. Look, I'll show you. You see the clouds just moving in the wind? Let me see. You see them blowing in the wind? It's so beautiful. Especially that way. You can see the clouds up there just blowing in the wind. Like, I could literally just get a blanket, go to the park, lay down in the grass, and look up at the sky the entire day. I can do that. I can do that. I should have done that before it got so cold. On my days off, in the morning, go get my coffee. Whoops, I didn't realize that. It wasn't focused on me. In the mornings, go get my coffee and get a blanket and just go out to the park and just lay in the grass and look up at the sky and just take it in. Just the beauty. Everything is just so, it's just so amazing to see You don't usually see the clouds move so fast. They're moving so fast. It's a beautiful morning. It really is. It rained like cats and dogs last night though, but it's a beautiful morning. It's gonna be a nice day today. Yeah, so I am going to cut this video short. I'll be back. I got some running around to do. I just got to the Goodwill on Spalding, so I'm just gonna go in and see what they have. Just gonna pop in for a minute, and then I have to take a drive to Buford Highway, and then I might pop on over to Holcomb Bridge. I think I'll pop on over to Holcomb Bridge first, then I'll go to Buford Highway. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this video short. I will see y'all in a little bit. I'll make another video when I get back in the car. I can't really pause right now because then I'm gonna wind up hitting something and then stopping the video, and I'm gonna have to start a new one anyway. So I'm just gonna cut it short, and I will be back when I'm on my way to the next place. All right, y'all have a great morning. See you soon. Bye.